and welcome to my first time bullet journaling. I am really excited but also kind of worried to see how this will turn out. But yeah, I am using this bullet journal that I got from Papier, which I customized, and I thought I would put some stickers that I made at the front, but actually I only put one on and it was at the back. So I'm first starting with my year overview spread. So the Cambridge term is from October to June-ish, so this is kind of early, but it's never too early to get your life together in an aesthetic way, you know what I'm saying? Which kind of explains why I'm starting this journal 2 months before uni. Aside from just wanting an excuse to draw and be creative, I did want to organize my life a bit better. And of course, I would make a mistake. As they all say, if there's no mistakes, then it's not a bullet journal. For this next page, I'm doing like a thoughts page. I'm keeping this one quite blank for anything I want to write down throughout the year, so I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this yet. The page opposite holds information like my subjects and societies, as well as my timetable. Next year, all my lectures are going to be online recordings, so the actual lecture timetable isn't as important, but the supervision timetable is. So I decided I would just write it down here when I know the times. Next, we are going to have a 2-page spread dedicated solely to my subjects. I found that in first year I did something similar on a scrap piece of paper, so I thought this would be helpful. So I'm going for a coffee type of theme because I love coffee so much. I've been having Tarragon coffee like almost every single day. So this is kind of like an overview or exam dates or just compilation of things that I want to remember and have in one place. So I'm dedicating one cloud to each of my subjects, and I'm doing 5 this year, so 5 clouds it is. I just think there's something really dreamy and magical about clouds, maybe because they are kind of like in the sky, but it's just super cute, so I did put a lot of clouds. Maybe it's a lockdown thing, but I did go stationery crazy recently and I bought a bunch of stickers, including these super cute ones. So I chose 2 and shoved them on, and they just made everything look so much nicer. Next up, we're keeping with that dreamy type spread with the sparkles and the clouds, and this page is to remind myself of my responsibilities in Cambridge. This year I'm going to work on being reasonable and setting boundaries for myself in terms of what times I work. So basically not being a pushover. But yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm still responsible, but that I am reasonable and mindful of myself. So what I was going for here is that, first of all, I really love rilakumas, and second of all, I just wanted to show the different hats that I was wearing in uni. So here is me being, well, the rilakuma being the Law Society Publicity Officer, which I'm super excited about. This cake hat rilakuma is going to be the Newnham Law Society president, I think. Yes, I am. Really not that dramatic because Newnham doesn't have that many lawyers to begin with, so we're actually a very small society with very little to do, especially with COVID. I don't think we'll have that many activities, but I'll do my best to do something. time for Party Hat Rilakuma, which is the Information and Communications Officer for the Newnham Freshers Committee. I am so excited to meet all the freshers this year, and if you've been accepted to Newnham this year, which is amazing, woo, then I'm so excited to meet you. I most likely won't be trying to join any more committees next year, but I do want to try some societies, COVID willing, which is rowing and dancing, and I'm still thinking of more. Then we have a vacation scheme tracking page, which is very realistic. I did a to-do list and potential deadlines box. Second year is going to be very busy, and I know I can only wear so many hats, so I want to be just as prepared as possible, and especially because I want to be even more committed to my YouTube next year. So this next spread is actually my YouTube planning page. I didn't really do YouTube in the first year of uni, although I really want to do. That's why I vlogged, and that's how you saw my freshers vlog. But you know, at the same time, it was good because I had time to myself. But now that I have started YouTube again in lockdown, I'm very thankful, and this has always been something I've been very passionate about. So I'm very excited to invest more time into this, obviously reasonably, and I will have to do my best to, you know, really master them time management skills. So I quickly realized that I didn't like the way that I wrote YouTube, which is okay because we can just cover it up with a cute pink cloud. So everything was going well, the sun was very nice, but of course I had to do something wrong, which is write YouTube, or YouTube if you would like. You know that app that we waste hours on every single day, YouTube? What did you say? No? Oh, I guess it's just me. I finished it off with a quick checklist and then moved on to my next spread. As you can see, we're on to a great start, and I did not like this either, which is fine. It's bullet journaling, it isn't meant to be perfect. So I replaced some paper and then wrote something that I also didn't end up using, but it looks pretty. I think I wanted to keep everything quite light colored and pastel and cute because that's the kind of girl I am, and I like how this turned out in the end. Finally, to my August practical weekly spread pages. So the first 2 weeks of August, I know I won't be doing much, so I went with a very simple to-do list style kind of pages because I know that will suit my life at that point. I think for bullet journaling, it is all just about making it work for you. I mean, what do I know? This is my first bullet journal. Week commencing 17th is when I plan to really get my academic life together properly. Maybe that's a bit too early or too late for some, but I think that's the perfect time for me. I like to scribble down things in the moment, so I made a little notes and thoughts section. So I am planning to draw and plan as many of these pages as possible before I start Cambridge, just because I know I won't really have that much time to do this kind of thing when I'm there. What works for me every day is having an overview and then a to-do list. I like to plan out my day roughly in terms of what time I'm going to do what, but at the same time I like to be quite flexible, so I think this works. So that was my bullet journal setup for 2020 to 2021, and I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more things like this if you like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!